Hello and welcome to the Vaping Pom, and I'm bringing to you today the Geeco Mini 60 watt, which has been around a while. Now I'm kind of doing this round the wrong way because I filmed the main bulk of the recording before I did this. It's not until now that I've come to some disappointments, shall I say. Whilst I can say the mod itself, if you get a good one that works, is absolutely fine. And as I say, I bought this from a company called Geeco in China. And I bought one for myself which works fine, and I bought another one which I've been trying to sort of get working with no success at all. This other one does not work, and whilst I'm going to give you a review of the mod itself, it's a 60 watt temperature control device. Works pretty well, if it does, as I say, but my reservation is the company that I bought it from. These are available from Fastech, from GearBest, and this company that I bought from called Geeco. I'll put the link in the description, but as I say, I would strongly advise you to steer clear of them, because after I had problems, and rather embarrassingly, because I advised my mate to, I actually bought it for him and blah blah blah, he paid for it, and got back to them, and I've written them about 3 emails, tried to contact them every which way, but have had 0 reply from them. So they've just gone cold. And I bought the previous Geeco, which is a slightly bigger device, a 0 clone as well, and that's worked fine. I also bought a clone of the Pico, which is both very expensive and very difficult to get hold of, but that came through with absolutely mangled 510 threads, so was completely unusable. They did actually give me a refund for that, but I think basically they've just spat the dummy this time and said, "Nah, we're not giving you a refund for this." But the thing that I'm really peeved about is that they just didn't. They haven't responded. They've absolutely stonewalled me. So I will put the the link to the people I bought this from. But as I say, I would strongly advise you to steer clear of them. If you're going to get it from either GearBest or Fastech. I haven't bought from GearBest, but I bought stuff from Fastech in the past, and they've been generally pretty good. They're not very good with their stock control, and they'll tell you that stuff's in stock when it's not, and it can take up months to get to you. At least in Australia, it can. But look, it is a good mod, and I've been very happy with it. I'm going to give you all the lowdown as we go down to the table, but take a quick vape before that. And yeah, what we'll do is we'll go down and I'll give you a run through of the ins and outs and what I think of it, and wrap it up from there. Okay, I just thought I'd show you very quickly the defective Geeco that I got. As I say, one of them worked fine. This is the one that didn't. and what happens is when you press that, this is just a Typhoon on here, works on every other mod that I have. So you go to fire that, comes up with new coil up, same coil down. You press that as normal, and then it just does exactly the same thing. So you go like that, you can press new coil down, press the fire button, nothing happens. So it doesn't really matter. And I've played around with all kinds of different buttons on this, tried to switch it off. You switch it off and then you switch it, sometimes it just goes into funny things. It should actually turn off on 5, so okay, so it's turned off there. So we can see that the board or the chip is fried on here, so yeah, comes back on 3, say whatever, turns it off again, so it's completely up the spout basically. And as I say, you know, it's not the issue that it's defective in itself, because you know, we all know that, you know, sometimes things do come to you in this state. It's what the supplier actually manages to do about it, whether they, you know, their after sales support, the people that I bought this from, have made absolutely no effort to even correspond with me, let alone make a refund or you know, ask me to return it for repair or anything like that. So like I say, a little bit disappointed with that. But you know, as you've seen or as you will see, the other one works absolutely fine. So here we have the Zero SXK Mini, or Zero Mini SXK Nebula. As you can see there, comes in a nice little box. Take that off, and inside got your USB cable, and just taking this out, but you've got the user manual there with your instructions, diagram, key parts, display, and basic operation, okay, and all the information that you need on there. So inside you've got your device, get that away. So it's got a, you know, it's a nice solid little device, this C-frame mod, nice and small, really nice in the hand, nice feel, nice and solid, as I say, nice clicky buttons as well. So coming up with your SXK and then your readout, spring-loaded 510 pin at the top. It's different from the older one, because we've got this spring-loaded pin now. We don't need the screws at the bottom there, so it makes it much easier to get the C-frame off. So this is, I believe, some kind of resin. Has been said to be wood, but I'm pretty sure it's some kind of resin. Battery comes out nice and easy, obviously 18650 battery, spring loaded again, which is nice, makes it nice and easy to insert that battery. I find that, you know, if you try and insert this at an angle, you get into strife. So try and just insert positive side up, insert your battery nice and straight as you can there, okay. And that slides on nice and easily. Like I said, spring-loaded 510, no need to tighten, you know, screws at the bottom as in the previous Zero mod, okay, this one here which I've got. Obviously you can see a size comparison there. It's quite a bit smaller. So at the bottom here you had this screw every time you had to put a battery in, you'd have to tighten that up. So cover slips off pretty easily. As I say, 5 clicks on and off. Wattage display 1 to 60. It is temperature controlled. So there you're in wattage mode, and then you can go into temperature titanium, temperature nickel, and then you can set your temperature there, bearing in mind that whatever you want, sorry, go back into wattage mode, so whatever you want your wattage to be set at when you go into temperature mode, you need to set that first. So whatever you're actually vaping on, you know, according to the ohm reading that you've got on your build, you need to actually set it to that before you go in and set your temperature control. So we've got a little bit of cotton in there now, and I've actually just set this up to a more realistic wattage to vape at that kind of resistance. Let's put it at 40 watts, okay, and set it at 420, and we'll fire it, and then you'll see the temperature protected come on, okay, but you will see nothing has happened to that cotton. So if we say put that up to 500, again we'll fire it at 40 watts. So all the time it's keeping that reading, so it sort of fluctuates there, but it's keeping that reading of 0.11 ohms, okay, and again you've got no burning, very, very slight coloration there. Let's do it at a different point there. Set that up to 600. I think that's the maximum it goes. Set that up to 600 and fire again. Temperature protected. And now you'll see just ever so slightly a little bit of coloration there, but that's bearing in mind that is vaping that at 40 watts, okay, and 600 degrees Fahrenheit. So, but it's still not actually burning that cotton, it's just colouring it. You know, I mean, if you do that in, you know, outside of that temperature protected mode, you know, it's going to frazzle that, it's going to burn that cotton instantly, as I actually just did with that, without remembering to set it onto the temperature control before I fired it. So temperature control works pretty nicely. So there is no actual lock on this, other than, you know, you can 5 clicks to turn the whole device off, but like you can lock a lot of devices, this one doesn't. It has a timeout feature, so if you either take a device and an atomizer off or leave it for a period of time, I'm not too sure exactly what it is, I think it's probably about 20 minutes or so, so I've just taken that off again. So it'll come on with that new coil up and same coil down, same coil down like that, and that's a feature that you'll either like or hate. I prefer personally to have a lock, and that can be a little bit annoying. You see, it doesn't do it that time because the device is, you know, it's already been fired. Only happens after a certain period of time. But yeah, that's the way it is. So in normal wattage mode, you've got a power lock feature. You can press both buttons like that and lock the power adjustment, so that you can't adjust it. That's a nice little safety feature. Same as the DNAs. You've also got normal and stealth mode, which is the power button and the down button. So power and the down button will show you normal, stealth to normal, and the power and the up button will give you left mode and right mode. Bit of a size comparison against the other Zero clone that I have, also a 60 watt. This one's got the black C frame. Okay, so you can see there that it's quite a bit slimmer. Okay, it's same width of C frame there, and I think it's the same height as well, but nice and slim on this side. And what I also like, I found this one a little bit sharp on the edges as well, and this has quite a nice smooth, they got nice smooth edges on that C frame now. So there we have it. Let's go back up top, take a vape and give you my my final thoughts. So there we have the Zero Mini 60 watt temperature controlled, or the SXK Nebula as it's called as well. My overall impression is it's a really nice little solid mod. Bearing in mind it's a clone, obviously, but with the price of some of these box mods, you know, authentic box mods out there at the moment, this I got for 40 Australian dollars. It's available also from GearBest. I'll put all the links in the description. You can have a look around. Fastech sell it as well. I think GearBest they're about 60 US with free shipping. Fastech have it I think at around 48 something with free shipping. And as I said, I got mine for whatever 40 Australian is, but that you know, that was plus shipping. Pros, I'd say it's great value. Got a good choice of colours. Comes in black, silver, gold, blue. Well, I think in some rose gold or something as well. You can find it. Makes a really good connection. I've had no problems with any of my Atties, and yeah, no button rattle. Very easy to change your battery. It's temperature controlled. I mean, I'm no technical expert, but the power seems absolutely fine. There's no delay in the fire at all. Slight cons, I'd say. Again, I'm a little bit OCD. I found the center pin was just slightly off center, but as I say, there's been no problem with firing anything. I'd quite like to see a locking function on here. As I say, you've only got that thing where you've got, you know, new coil up, same coil down, or whatever it is, after a certain period of time, or if you take your Atty off. So all in all, I'd say this is a really good mod. I've been really enjoying it. Only had it about a week, just before Christmas. So been really enjoying it. So there you have it, the Zero Mini 60 watt temperature controlled. Okay, enjoy and see you next time.